Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and friends, wherever you are. Welcome to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club, the first online Toastmasters Club ever in District 87. Yay! My name is Natalie. I will be your acting SAA for today. And before we proceed into tonight's meeting, I would like to invite you to enjoy one of the most famous video announcement of housekeeping rules. That's from Bhinneka.
Not sharing. Did you play it, Natalie? It's not. You didn't share the screen. Is it up, Natalie? Hello?
Okay, and now I'll pass it on to the president of Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Ben Whittaker, to open the meeting.
All right, fantastic. For some reason, this new Zoom has like two different screens. We're gonna click to the shared one. So I was not seeing it or hearing it until I clicked over. That was hilarious. All right, weird technology. Welcome to Bhinneka, everybody. Everyone is here, essentially a member or a visiting member, except Joyce. So Joyce, I believe I saw you in the TLI today. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and the club that you're a part of? Are you able to talk? Or do you have to wait? To see text messages. So we'll go and interview you afterwards. No worries. I really appreciate you coming in and helping us out in our quality amount of people here. Right? Not always about quantity, but you have one speaker. And again, we're here to help everyone out. And some days it's not as many members, but the idea is that we show up and put on a good show. So then when we do have a lot of people, we're well practiced and we can still help others, right? Okay. So first of all, let's give it to our Tom to get this show started. And that's going to be Toastmaster Rendra. Let's go.
Well, yes, thank you, Mr. President Ben. Well, Pipit, it's calling. Pipit, what shall I do? I'm speaking some now. No, I just deleted. I know what I'm doing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, thank you very much for coming this evening. Well, yes, I am expecting a lot of us coming. Well, we have the seven magnificents with us, including our honorable guests, Alicia Curtis and Joyce's. Alicia and Joyce's, welcome home. Ladies and gentlemen, as VPE of our club, Bhinneka Online Toastmasters, mentioned the theme. The theme is looking back, moving forward. Looking back, moving forward. Well, I got an idea for tonight. Each of you, if you have a chance to speak, whatever your roles and whatever your moments in the stage, in the online, just put one or two jokes if you can. So to make this meeting is a little bit funnier than what we had in our lifetime history, it's hard for me because I'm not a joke master or whatever. I'm not even a stand-up comedian. But let's go get it. Well, I cannot read your WhatsApp. Oh no.
Emergency, can you read it now?
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking back and moving forward. By the theme that it was given, to me, something that I would like to looking back is why I was rejected by 11 girls when I was teenagers and in my university. And I watched a movie. I watched a movie that actually it was mentioning exactly the same. And you know what? This movie was made by Surabayan, a movie maker, the director, and somehow it has connection with me. And in that movie, they they offer a proposals. Why just you ask why did it happen at that moment? You ask one by one. That was nice idea. I will do it. Maybe there was something that it is will be funny in our age now, because somehow I have a I have a boy with me where he's teenagers, and not not he will be doing the same things, but I believe he will learn something. Now, the jokes for today is that sometimes when we were doing at the past and introspecting it, there was the horror, there was very bad, and see, that is the way I grow up. Those are all the ingredients. You can get or not, you understand or not, those are the ingredient things that make me now. So I found difficulties to how to make it jokes. It's hard, but I believe we have a lot of people here with us that can make twists here and there and turns out jokes somewhere. Now, doing this, I'm not alone, of course. This meeting will be considered three sessions, especially for choices. Choices, are you a member of Toastmasters? Ben is nodding. Also, Alicia and then Natalie. You are a Toastmasters. This is a regular Toastmaster, so you are expecting three sessions for tonight meeting. First will be a prepared speech sessions. Second will be table topic sessions, and the third will be evaluation sessions. Well, three of those has a specific ingredients to make somebody to do something. In a table topic, of course, it is the easiest way. Impromptu speech, go ahead with whatever in your mind, say something. 1 and 2 minutes will be great. In prepared speech, somebody will prepare speech and an evaluator will be evaluate his or her speech. That's all. For doing this, the evaluation I will be assisted with a GE, general evaluator. Yes, the general evaluator will be conducted all the evaluating sessions, accounting, grammarians, and also the evaluations. Yes, he will be also conducted the whole general evaluation from the start until the end. For doing this, I would like to invite our GE, and also the grammarian of tonight. Amazing. Ben, time is yours now, bro.
All right. So we have a connection issues, and my dog downstairs is going crazy. All right. So first little GE thing, right? You don't need to explain the GE role if you're not the GE. Right? It becomes redundant, Rendra. All right. So as we're all Toastmasters, we all know kind of what the GE role is to overview everything. And as a grammarian as well, I'm going to do the same thing, but with your vocabulary, which our first speaker spoke a lot. So I already got a whole bunch of stuff written down for him. Anyways, we have a whole team of people to kind of do their job and do it the best way they can. And Joyce, right? Not Joyce's, but just Joyce, right? It's just Joyce. Is that how you pronounce
Joyce, yeah.
it? Joyce, not Joyce's.
It's up
Explaining
to
some-
you.
Nah,
Yeah,
no,
there
it's
is
good.
a two-way to call me.
Oh, okay. Whatever way you want is the best. Okay, great. Joyce, can you explain the counter, please?
Counter is during this session, right? I will write down counting how many are this type of word that during your presentation, because if you having this one, it will show that you are not so confident and you are not so expert and pro to present your speech. That's all. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. Next, we will have at the Nancy, the timer. Can you explain or show us how you're going to keep us on time?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and friends. My name is Nancy, and I will be serving as the timer. As we know that time is really important in all segments of our life. So here in Toastmaster, we'll learn how to use our time effectively and also wisely. So my role in Toastmaster is to track the time for each speaker and keep them informed so they can manage their speeches accordingly. There are 3 sections. The first section is prepared speech. The time we have 1 prepared speaker. I will change my green background when the speaker reach the minimum time of the speaking, which is 10 minutes. Yellow, which means that you are in the middle, or yellow when your speech is reach 11 minutes, and red is the maximum time of your speaking, which is 12 minutes. And for the second section, it is the table topic section. The time is 1 to 2 minutes. You'll see the green background when you reach 1 minute, yellow 1.5, and red is the maximum time, which is 2 minutes. And last but not least is the evaluation section, which is the maximum time is 3 minutes. You'll see the green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2.5 minutes, and red background at 3 minutes. So that is all the 3 sections that we are going to have. And at the end of the meeting, I will be back to present my report. Back to you, GE.
All right. You delivered that very confidently. Good job, Nancy. And I, as a grammarian, will be grading your grammar and giving you guys some pointers on how to improve it, as well as some of the things you do really well, right? Some good things. Got to have a little bit of both. Keep encouraging you to try. And speaking of that, the word of the day, introspective, right? Introspective. Let me get a better definition. I don't like the definition when the word is in the definition. So let me get that real quick. Introspective. Da-da-da. All right. So let's look at introspection or introspect. The examination or observe of one's own mental or emotional process. Right. So being able to, if you're introspective, right, you're looking into your own mental process, or just kind of evaluating yourself. Is he grew withdrawn and introspective? Let's make it a better sentence. In a sentence. All right. Her poetry is introspective to the point of being almost That's not a good sentence. I don't know that word. All right, let's see. Better sentence, we could use this word, right? Sheriff is one of the most introspective athletes there is in any sport, as well as one of the most open, right? Now is the perfect time to step back and be introspective. Take a step back and look and evaluate yourself is kind of how that works. All right. As the dreamy outer planet slows down to halt on the day of the solstice, the vibe will be lucid and introspective. Look back at your life, introspective. Okay. Next, I think we are at the ballot counter, which I believe is Natalie.
Yes,
Solstice.
it's me.
Solstice.
Yes, your forever ballot counter. No, we should put an end to it. As a ballot counter, my role for tonight is to count the votes, as we only have one prepared speech speaker and one speech evaluator. So we're going to launch a poll on favorite table topic speakers. And by the end of this meeting, I will come back and announce the winner. Back to you, Ben.
All right. And just as we saw, Apri's here as well. Yay, our area director. Ah, okay. And that's it. So again, my role as a GE is to evaluate the whole meeting from right when it started, getting in process, all the way until the end. Give it back to our Tom Rendra.
Yeah, thank you, GE. Well, GE with his team are amazing tonight. They will rock. I believe all role takers will be rock this meeting. Now, let's say something to you. Looking back and moving forwards often reveals some humorous contrast. Here are a few funny aspects. First, the rose-colored glasses effect. When we look back, everything seems easier and more glamorous. We forget the struggle, frustrations, and awkward moments, only to remember that the good stuff, like that perfect vacation where we didn't get sunburned, we did it. Well, this is one of the looking back and moving forwards. And second, the self-improvement paradox. We move forward thinking, I am definitely going to be more organized and calm this time. Then, within a week, we are juggling too many things and everything seems chaotic again. The cycle of learning continues. It is happening. When I live in a dormitory in my university lifetime, I used to think when I grow up I will have a home that clean like hotel 5 stars. You know what? This never happened. I have 3 houses, and all of those are not seems like 5 stars hotels in the terms of cleanliness and tidiness. Oh my god, I'm sorry to say that. It's so when I was in the university terms, but with much more funnier stuff and a lot of stuff. Well, learning curve, everyone. Learning curve is always happening. So, Ben, you are now father. And you mentioned earlier this meeting that you are not enjoying the moment for now because your little son is doing a lot of stuff that you don't like. I commit myself when I was in at your condition. I left home for a mountain bike, time travel with friends, enjoy the gym with friends. I enjoy a lot of outside home because in home just seeing the baby make me fun, but the rest make me stress. So, but now I enjoy that moment in a positive way. I mean, seeing the baby smash, not changing the diapers. Now we are going to the first station, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm not a comedian. I would like to try some jokes. You have responsibility to make it even funnier. If you cannot make it, a gelatin is waiting for you. Now, the first session is a prepared speech sessions. Apparently, we have one. We have one, and we have the best one, both evaluator and the speaker. So even though it is one, it is a prime time. For doing this, I would like to invite the evaluator to tell about the speakers and the project and so on and so forth. And I believe you all know her because it's already there, the name and the job of her role takers about. So, Natalie Chayadi, rock this lady.
Okay, thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting, Rendra. Isn't his energy contagious? Wow, I would love Rendra to be my wingman for whatever it is. Well done. I love your energy, Rendra. This evening, I have an honor to evaluate my good friend, Alicia Curtis, distinguished Toastmasters from Australia, who is currently finishing her fourth and last path in just, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 months or less. 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, right. 2 weeks. So her fourth part, and she finished it in 2 weeks, in fortnight. The path is motivational strategies. This is a project called Reflect on Your Path. The time is 10 to 12 minutes. The purpose statement for her is that for her to reflect on her growth during the completion of an entire path, and also to share some aspect of her growth during the completion of this path. With a speech title, Reflection on My Motivational Strategies Path, please welcome onto virtual stage, distinguished Toastmasters, Alicia Curtis.
Thank you for the introduction, Natalie. I know what you're all thinking. How can you complete a path in less than 3 weeks, in 2 weeks exactly? How is it possible? Well, let me rewind or back to about 2.5 weeks ago when my friend, my sister, Patricia Yap, who many of you know, said, we really need to get more levels in pathways. Hint, hint, Alicia. So I said, okay, I will be the one that will put my hand up and purchase a path. So here we are 2 weeks later, fast forward, and I agreed that I would submit my first pathway to my home club in Malaysia, Advanced #Ardent Speakers. Now, I did not set out specifically for 2 weeks because I felt like doing 2 weeks of speeches. And let me tell you, sometimes doing 5 speeches in one day is a lot to do. However, there was a lot of interest and intrigue on this particular pathway, especially from our club. And one of the reasons I actually did it was so that I could educate the members on how to complete the new base camp. This was one of the primary goals, so that we can actually get them to understand how to submit awards in pathways. Plus, I got the opportunity to do speeches all around the world. Now let's go back to level 1. I think it's really important to focus on each level, what I learned and what I didn't learn. What I learned in level 1 is you get so much flexibility like you do in level 3 that it is an opportunity to really develop and grow. For me, I found level 1 was my favorite level. I got to do my favorite speech that I'm actually delivering at the moment. Not this one, but my Pizza Hut speech. Why do I like doing that? Because I get to talk about pizza and eating at Pizza Hut. Yes, I know what you're all thinking. You actually did a speech on Pizza Hut? Yes, in fact, all of level 1 except for the first speech, the icebreaker, was done on my love of Pizza Hut. In fact, I actually did one of the speeches at Pizza Hut, eating the pizza, delivering the speech. So for me, sitting at a table and eating pizza, delivering a speech at Pizza Hut with people all around staring at me, that was kind of a very insulating moment. And that actually made me step outside of my comfort zone, because sitting at a table, eating pizza at Pizza Hut and everyone's staring at you is a very awkward situation, especially when you've got 3 bowls of ice cream, you've eaten 8 slices of pizza in 5 minutes and consumed 10 glasses of Coke in the space of 1 hour. That is a real opportunity for growth. I'm surprised I didn't have a heart attack and I don't have diabetes as a result of it. So that was my very good learning opportunity. I admit when it comes to pathways, level 2 is one that I wish that the board and also the people who design, the instructional designers, would review and look at. I have to be honest, I do not want to do another speech on understanding your communication and leadership style. I am so bored with these particular projects. Now, I know that there are a couple of new members here, and I really should try and speak more of a positive light. Understanding your leadership and communication style is good, but only once. I have now done motivational strategies 4 times, this particular path 4 times. And I really do not need to understand my leadership and communication style. I know that I am direct, I am blunt, and I call a spade a spade. Most of you know that. I'm also, with my communication style, altruistic, and I am also very enthusiastic and engaging. I got told it always comes out as the same thing. So for me, I couldn't get a lot out of the learning. But this particular path, motivational strategies, have my favorite project in this particular level, and it is active listening. That is the table topics master role. And I don't do table topics as, hi, here's a question, answer the question. We all know that my style of table topics is Pecha Kucha. So for me, I use Pecha Kucha as a development and growth point for me to be able to share the experience of what actually can be done using Pecha Kucha versus giving the questions and then talking about it. So for me, this is my favorite pathway in regards to having that active listening project. And where I did that particular project, I actually did it here at Bhinneka Online, and I taught you guys how to actually deliver table topics with a twist, speaking to the slides and understanding that your purpose in life when you are out in the real world is something that is really important, being able to tell a story with your product. So for me, that was the one I really gained a lot out of. Plus, of course, talking about my mentor, David Fisher, past international director and distinguished Toastmaster. That is one of the highlights. I do actually enjoy talking about mentors, because you don't have to talk about mentors in Toastmasters. You can talk outside of the lovely circle of Toastmasters. Like level 1, level 3 for me is also a great opportunity. I think level 3 is actually a lot similar to level 1 in the sense of flexibility. So level 3, I decided to choose understanding emotional intelligence and how I actually had to be a bit more intelligent, or having my EQ, when I had to sort out conflict. And that was a really deep and emotional speech, which I delivered last week at my club in the USA, at a club called MCs in Southern California. In fact, it actually left a lot of us in tears. My growth point from that was that I needed to actually come out and be a little bit more open. And that was one of the feedback that I received. So I delivered that speech again as the Toastmasters mentoring project. So I sort of skipped a level, went from level 2 to level 3, and then back to level 2. So that I got that growth from actually being a bit more vulnerable when I spoke. I also did my Pizza Hut speeches yet again, but I didn't sit at the Pizza Hut this time. I sat in my house, in my room, and delivered it because I wasn't really feeling inspired to deliver a speech on pizza at Pizza Hut to the audience. But I also used the feedback that I got from level 1 from the 2 projects, feedback 1 and feedback 2, implemented them into level 3. So I used connect with your storytelling and also connect with an unfamiliar audience. I found that was good. Level 4 is a really interesting one. Level 4 is one that requires a bit more thinking, motivating others. I want to throw it out to you. What do you think I motivated people with? I'm going to say, Rendra, what do you reckon I motivated people with?
Well, I just got electricity cut out. So
Oh,
I lost
okay.
in many translation, dear.
Okay, I'm going to get Pipit. What do you reckon I tried to motivate people with?
You say yes to a lot of offers, a lot of requests, and when people ask for your help, you said yes.
Okay, so I actually motivated people to attend Pizza Hut. Yes. That
No,
was
I
my
refer to your
motivation.
earlier story about someone asked you to complete level and then you just said yes
Yes.
immediately. So a lot of
Yeah.
people would have
said
know,
no.
yeah.
Well, I motivated a whole generation to go to Pizza Hut, and we're hopping in a car next Friday and we're going to Pizza Hut. Yes, that was our motivating path. Motivate others. What did I do? I said, let's go to Pizza Hut. So the story that came about that, when I was on the phone call delivering the speech, one of my friends actually called, left a message, and found out. He goes, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm at Pizza Hut eating pizza." And he goes, "Huh?" I went, "Yeah, I'm eating Pizza Hut at Pizza Hut." And he was like, "I haven't been to Pizza Hut dine-in buffet style for 40 years. And then his wife walked past and goes, "Where is she?" "She's at Pizza Hut." "We're going there in a couple of weeks' time." So yes, that's how we're motivating each other. We're going to Pizza Hut because it's not common here. There's only 8 Pizza Huts left in the whole of the country. But one of the things I do like about level 4 is the fact that you can manage your online meetings. Now, I didn't want to take the easy way out, but I did take the easy way out. I admit the truth, because managing an online meeting means that you set the agenda. You also get to be the Toastmaster of the day, and you also get the control and being the Zoom master as well. So I got the opportunity at my club in Malaysia, advanced hashtag Ardent Speakers, and the power of being random. And tomorrow I'm going to complete it again. The power of pizza. That's actually the theme of the meeting. Yep, I think you're all going to say, is she really addicted to pizza? So that was level 4. You only have to do 2 projects. Level 5, again, this is where the growth and development really is. So you reflect on what you've actually done, and it's like a building blocks. I haven't really done the building blocks. I've gone here, there, left, right, and center. But for me, level 5 is the one where you have to think about how you can actually speak to a larger audience. Team building, I use my general evaluation, which you're all familiar with. And I did a 20-minute presentation yesterday at a club in person in Sydney using my PPT slides. And then I came out, I sat outside the room in a Zoom meeting. Then I came back in and I delivered sitting down in Zoom, but out up the back, and they were all watching. So we're using that as our team building exercise, and also to give them feedback on what they need to do. That was my team building. But I also got to prepare to speak professionally. I did another Udly presentation. I'm in the Udly ambassador for the Southern Hemisphere, so I did my Udly presentation to a club in District 100, Virtual Masters, so I got to showcase that. Now, reflecting on this path, would I do it again? Yes and no. Yes, because I liked active listening and the fact that it is a compulsory project in level 2, absolutely. I also like the fact that levels 1 and 3 are very flexible, and you can actually talk about Pizza Hut and pizza if that is what you wish to talk about. Level 4, not so much. I mean, okay, I've got to motivate others, and I've also got to do one of the other compulsory electives. But for me, I found the magic in the sense that I am now going to educate members on how to actually submit their pathways. I was able to help Patricia Yap, our president, learn how to navigate pathways with absolute blindness. We were both going into this blind. I'm looking forward to delivering my next speech in presentation mastery, which I have to admit, I've already started my other path, presentation mastery, in the last week. So I'm already completed level 1 and almost completed level 2. Yep, my goal is to get that one completed also in 2 weeks. So I would have a challenge for all of you. Please don't do this in 2 weeks, but please learn from each speech that you deliver, because it's not the actual destination. It's the journey and the learning and the discovery, whether it be from Pizza Hut, whether it be from your mentor, or from just sitting here randomly talking to get your pathway completed or reflecting on your path. Each person's journey is one step that takes that 1,000 miles or 1,000 steps to get there. Back to you, Tom.
Yeah, thank you, Alicia Curtis. Well, I would like to ask everyone here to motivate me to do my pathways, because it seems that I already happy with 3 Toastmasters class, but somehow I forgot that I have pathways to be taken and to be done. Well, just text me and just disturb me sometimes, and often is okay, so I can continue my pathways. So I need your hands, your helps, because without you, I'll stuck with happiness with this type of happiness. I deserve to have happiness in another levels, doing pathways. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the next sessions. Before that, I would like to let you know, check out the chat box, and I sent you the gentleman with three long hairs and what to do with our theme of the day. The theme of the day about looking back and moving forward is the nostalgia with the track. When I grew up, there's music from Taiwan. It's called Afsa. And Fanes Wu and Vic Cho has the same hairstyle with me now. So I did it now. I'm doing it now. Why? Because actually it's kind of expensive to have the hair treatment now. Because when I was young at my senior high school and university, I just didn't have the cash. I do. Ladies and gentlemen, you compare the nostalgia of the past, the hairstyles, and you can see on the chat box the 2024 hairstyle, just short hairstyles. You can just check it out on the chat box because I Google it. So, in my personal opinion, the 2024 hairstyle is not my just not my style, but maybe a lot of people love it. A lot of people love it, but I just don't love it. It's okay to say that, right?
Can I ask you a question, Rendra? What's the deal with the Jesus one?
He has a hair, long hair. He never cut short, a mohawk like American Army. He never, he never did that. He just left his hair long. That's what I did, but with a style.
Okay, well maybe if you want to be the Indonesian Jesus, then you're gonna have to have the moustache and the goatee as well. And the beard.
Okay, thank you, Alicia. That's a good idea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will be telling you another ones about the growth dilemma. It is moving forward, we often think that we have it all figured out, but then we realize we are just clueless as we were back in the day. Well, 20 years ago, I joined Chevron. Chevron is oil and gas company based on United States. It was the dream of every university graduation here in Indonesia. We got a good salary, good benefits, and one of the most important is we have a very good environment and friends. And I love English, so I have friends to practice my English with, right? Okay, that was nice. And since then, I expected the growth that I never got if I just work in a local corporation in Indonesia with local people with local language. And now what? You know what? The Jokowi, the previous president of Indonesia, expelled Chevron in a good way. I mean, I don't know what is the way, but we are Indonesia and United States, America still have a great connections. But Chevron went away, and now I'm working with a local company. I call it a family company because it's run by somebody that looks like they are family. And doing the family things is different with the multicultural, multinational business. This is a growth dilemma. We think that we are growing in a certain point, then back to the day that I'm still elementary school. But thanks God, I have a Toastmasters, and I joined at three clubs, two advanced and now Bhinneka online. And I am happy with Toastmasters friends. It seems that I already in a person in a society with persons with the same frequency, the same hobbies, same interests, and same language, same jokes, even boring somehow. But you guys, you are not boring to me. You're just fun, your style, with your own ways. Like Ben, take a look at Ben now. See, you take a look at Ben. Can you laugh at seeing Ben? Ben's funny, guys. Ben, hey guys, he's supposed to be an actor in Hollywood, but he moves to Indonesia for good. Ben, I'm happy to have you here, bro. And take a look at Alicia Carey. She can be an artist also in Hollywood, but she's here with us teaching pathways and doing Toastmasters and cheers me, cheers you, cheers all of us. So both these native speakers speaking English as better than I can imagine in Chevron, even though maybe they are not working with oil and gas company like what I was doing, but they are speaking English very good, even though Ben's English is somehow so fast, so I cannot understand because it's so fast. Yeah, good, but so fast. Okay, now next session is a table topic session. This is a session that I am expecting you try jokes. Put jokes here and there as best as you can, even though it is harms your life, even though it might makes your soul gone. But try, just try. You may be dead, but we will remember your jokes, the last jokes you can make, right? Now, for doing this, I would like to invite the table topic master that someone will bring you graveyard or cemetery. Pipit, I think that you are now disturbing a lot Natalie, and Natalie complain a lot on the WhatsApp group. You have responsibility to make these sessions even funnier and happier. Well, go get it, lady. Go get it. Table topic is yours.
First thing is, you're wrong. Natalie is never complaining because I'm here.
Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, who knows? Is it a joke?
Yeah, but anyway, okay. So everyone, today our topic is looking back and moving forward. It's really coinciding with the end of the year. Of course, even not during the end of the year-ish time, we always have to look back and reflect, being introspective of what we do, if possible daily actually. So then if something we did right on that day, then we know that we should do it again. Or if we made a mistake that particular day, then we should not repeat it or learn from the mistake. So I think being introspective is a really important trait. And let's see how we will do it today, okay? So the question is ranging from the easy until quite hard. I don't know, hard is very relative, but let's see the first one. Who like to volunteer for the first one? Ben, okay, Ben.
Give me a hard one.
All right, hard. Okay. The problem is I already know your answer.
Well,
So it's
I
not
don't
that
know my
hard.
answer. I don't know my answer,
I
and
know
everyone
what
else
your
doesn't
answer.
know
I
my
can
answer
see
either.
into the future, and you usually tell me stuff. Okay, what advice would you give yourself 5 years ago? What advice would you give to yourself 5 years ago? Ben.
I have been married now for about 5 years. So, what advice would I give myself 5 years ago? Run! Run as fast as you can. Run and run and run. Right? Love is a crazy thing, right? Crazy that we do a lot of interesting things. And honestly, that situation of being married, like if I would have stayed single, I don't know where I would be right now. And that is because if I had to take a little introspective look into my life, I was kind of just coasting. Right? Getting married, you realize you're not just out for yourself, but you're trying to build something else, create a foundation and build something, right? So you look at the last 5 years, for example, being married, I wouldn't have gotten the jobs that I've gotten. I wouldn't have tried to blend in with the community I'm in here in Bali and elsewhere in Indonesia. I wouldn't do much if I was by myself. I wouldn't need to. I could just kind of coast If it was all about me. So even though being super stressed out, not just because being married, but like responsibilities, bills, jobs, not just my wife and now child, but also the fact that it's, Indonesia and it's a collectivistic. So it's not just marrying the person, you're marrying the family and you're doing a lot of different things too. So it makes you not be so selfish, where when you're single, you could be as selfish as you want and nobody cares. But to answer the question, 5 years ago, knowing what I know now, the very cliche statement that we all say, what if you could go back to high school? What would you do? Knowing what I know now, it'd be awesome. Knowing what I know now, I would run. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Where to?
I would run. I don't know.
Where
Just
to?
run.
Just like
Like
Forrest
Forrest,
Gump?
Forrest
It doesn't
Gump.
matter
Just
where.
run like
Where?
just keep going.
Okay.
Just run.
Forrest Gump it is. I don't know a lot, but I know that Nani is not there. Otherwise, you would have slept in a 20-star hotel, which is outside.
She's downstairs with her friends.
Oh, see? Okay. Now, let's see. Apri, do you want to take the next chance? Apri with 25 eyes.
Okay.
Apri, what is one happy memory from this year that you can share with us? What is one happy memory from this year that you can share with us? Apri.
Oh, I think that's a really tough question for me because I think I not realized that we are in the end of the 2024, and I thought that 2023 is just yesterday, and now we come to the end of the year 2024. And what I remember, what I do in 2024 is probably I become what is called. Oh yeah, I remember the most precious memory for me is I start to monetize my channel in my YouTube. So yeah, I think it probably took me about 2 years in order to reach the millionaires after I doing it try to upload it consistently. From that moment I also realized that creating a YouTube channel is very hard and challenging. Sometimes it's time consuming also, and yeah, I think it's after I think it's on February in 2024. I finally can monetize my channel, and it can give me something that I can use to pay Toastmasters membership. Is pretty exciting for me, and yeah, I believe if we want to try something, and we need to be consistent because consistency is the key in everything. And whether you want to learn how to be good at public speaking, you need to doing it consistently. Learn to how to make money in YouTube. You need to do it consistently. Although there is some kind of drawback to achieve that, but in the end, it also can help you to make yourself to be better at something. Yeah, I think the most precious memory is I finally can monetize my channel, and it can make my dream become reality, become a content creator. Yay!
Yes, thank you for sharing, Apri. You and Ben are both YouTubers now, yeah? And congratulations. Hopefully anyone who like to follow his path can learn from Apri and message him how to do it. And Ben is a content creator in baseball, right, Ben? And then Apri is content creator in games, right, Apri? Game streamer, right? Okay. Now let's next one. Alicia volunteered. Alicia, do you think you became a better person this year compared to last year, or worse? What's the reason?
Interesting question. This time last year, Sunday, this time last year, I was actually sitting at my dad's place. He had just had a massive heart attack. And this was what actually brought me back to Sydney to live in Sydney. I came unannounced. He'd had the heart attack during the week, and then he was home. Thankfully, he got to go home, and it took me 6.5 hours this exact day last year to get back home to him from Newcastle to Sydney. For me, it was a really interesting experience. It took 4 trains, 2 buses, and an Uber car to get to him. That's how hard it was. And I now fast forward to where we are now in 2024. And I think that the last 12 months has been a really interesting 12 months. I was this time last year, I was sitting on my pension, I was going nowhere, I was doing nothing. And the heart attack actually has made me reflect on what an actual good year it has been. I've been back to university, and I can say in my first semester, which just finished last week, I got distinctions for both subjects. So I am on track finally to getting somewhere and achieving something. I've started looking at starting my new business. That was something I really wanted to do. I have put that in motion, and I don't have to do another course. I got told by my job coach that you're fine. You just got to do a few changes and implement a few changes for your business plan. And I have been really committed to the Toastmasters thing with other respects in other respects. So going to New York has really helped, and also doing other districts as well. So I really have been able to break the mold. Finally, life is starting to improve. Yes, it has definitely been. So I go back 12 months ago where I was on a bench or on a kitchen bench, sitting there next to my dad going, what does life actually hold for me for the next 12 months? I can sit here and say that the path has been laid successfully. Thank you, Pippet.
Wow, that's a lot of curves, winding road this year for you, right, Alicia? But I'm happy that you were comfortable to be, what is the word of the day? This
Introspective. Yes, I was very introspective.
Yes,
Yep.
introspective of your year past. Okay, thank you. Next one. Nancy, do you want to try? I will be the timer. Nancy?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask you about your successes, but I would like to go a different route here. What was one failure that you want to share with us this year, and what did you learn from it? Is there any failure you experienced this year, and what did you learn from it?
Okay. So people say that failure is part of success, and if we want, and failure will be success if we try it again. Well, this year, actually, I applied myself for a scholarship, and then I was invited to do the interview. But back at that time, it was my very first time interview, so I didn't really know about it. So I was just prepared myself as good as I can. And then the time for the announcement to the interview is about 1 week. So for the past 1 week, I was preparing myself, and I was working alone, like it was only me, because I was confused where should I ask help. I asked some people suggestion as well, but most of the thing was prepared by myself. And on the interview day, I think when I attended the interview section, it was running well, I think. But I realized that when I answered the question, I was not confident, I was not clear with my answer. And it turns out the result of my interview, I was not selected as the candidate. Instead of that, I was selected as the alternate. So from that experience, I also learned that actually my communication skills, my the way I deliver my idea was not great enough. And then that is also one of the reasons why I wanted to join Toastmaster. That failure leads me to participate in Toastmaster. And then now I am preparing myself to apply again to that scholarship, but now I am still in administrative section. So if I make it with the administration, I'll go with the interview. So that is one of the pillar that I learned this year. Back to you.
Okay, let me change my background first, yeah. Okay, just now 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Nancy. 2 minutes and 15. Okay, Nancy, don't worry about all of these interviews. I know myself that sometimes the results are random. I have friends who answered splendidly of all of these questions. What do you want to do when you got this scholarship? And then the answers were splendid. She did not get she didn't get selected. But then I have another friend who answered randomly, oh, I just want to see the snow. And then she got selected, which is like, what? You know? So it's not your fault sometimes. So it's just the universe wants you to get the best. Maybe the scholarship is not the best for you. Okay? So hopefully you'll ace the next one, and the one you will get, this one will be more worth it than the last one. Okay, Nancy? All right. So Joyces, do you want to try? Joyces.
Yeah.
Okay. I cannot see you though. I see your camera on. Is your camera okay. It's frozen for me. Is it frozen for anyone else?
Yes.
Can you try to unmute yourself, Joyces? Because if
Yeah,
we have
I'm ready.
okay. All right. Question for Joyces. Did you start anything new this year? Do you want to continue it, or do you want to stop this new things you started? Joyces.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This year I starting the new thing is I joining Toastmaster. Okay. So this one is my new experience. Before this, I always join for the Mandarin club.
She's
Where
gone.
is she?
She's gone.
She make a joke.
Oh, the internet is making a joke. Joyces, go ahead.
I'm okay already. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. This year I'm joining Toastmaster for the English section because I want to improve my English. Then I take the role as R counter for this is a second time. The first time is yesterday for the Indonesia club as well. So I'm just a 15-day baby in Toastmaster. So I think it's very new for me. So I learned a lot. And then I think this is a club that very energetic and very interesting and fun. Everyone is smiling during this club. So this is the first club that I think is very fun and interesting. For my own club is coaching bilingual. Actually, that one for me, I think is quite because like Frankie Young is almost 70 years old, and then the participant, the member, for me it seems like quite senior, no young and energetic. When they're doing speech, also there is a few speakers always 60 years old and above. So that one make me respect their learning spirit. So it's enhance my learning enthusiasm in this. So for the introspective learning pathway, I think this is the learning pathway that I want to go for it. Learning in public speaking and polish my English. So Ben remark a lot for my improvement on the grammar. Is it the light still not turning?
It's yellow now.
Hello. Hello.
It's a hello. It's red
Yeah,
now.
is it time's up?
Red, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Wow, she's free to speak her mind. But don't you forget this meeting is recorded and don't ever share it to your club members, okay? You just call them old in front of the world. Okay. But we're happy that you're comfortable to share with us, yeah? And our lips are sealed. Anyone, don't tell kuching people, yeah? Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Alvin, long time no see, Alvin. Do you wanna
Hello.
try?
Yes.
Okay, Alvin. Question.
Long time no see. Repeat.
2025 will be here in 2 weeks. What are you looking forward to do in 2025, Alvin?
I'm looking to do developing a small habit, which is running for 40 minutes a day, every day. Because since I married, my sports schedule is broken. So usually I do sport almost every day, but right now I went to dinner, date, and I have no time to do running or any sport. So I feel myself getting less healthier than ever. I got tired easily and my knee is hurt sometimes. So I start to run every day since 4 December. And I hope next year I can sustain running every day for 40 minutes. It is easy to do it on the first day, second day, but on the third day, fourth day, it is getting more difficult. I'm getting busy, but I have to fight. I have to still run whenever it is raining. It is so hot in the day. And I believe it can lead to many things, not just healthy, but also motivation can be increased because the moment I achieve something small, I believe it can lead to others. So fellow Toastmasters, what is one thing you want to do in next year? Make sure you can do it every day. If you are eager to become a public speaker, make sure you are showing up in every Toastmasters meeting. Sometimes you like it, you have your topic, you nail it, but sometimes you're not, but keep doing it. Sometimes you ever win the best speaker of the meeting, but that will be a pressure because in the next meeting, you have to be the best, but don't take it as a pressure. Take it as your experience because you did it before and you can do it again, and always see things in positive side. So fellow Toastmasters, what is one thing you want to do in 2025? Make sure you are doing it consistently. Back to you, Toastmaster Pipit.
Thank you, Alvin. I would like to share with you one tip from the book Atomic Habits. You've heard of that book? Stack your habit. Stack bad habit with good habit. So you either lose the bad habit or start the new habit, the good one. So in my case, my bad habit is wasting time watching YouTube, right? And I would like to start a good habit, which is jogging. So I stack those two habits together. If I want to watch YouTube, I have to watch it while jogging. Okay? And you know what happened? I stopped watching YouTube, but I never jog. I never jog and do not watch YouTube. So at least my bad habit is now gone. Okay? All right. Next one is Natalie. Would like to be the last speaker. Yeah, Nat? Okay. Natalie, what accomplishment that you wanted to achieve this year, but you're thinking maybe next year I will achieve it. Okay, what accomplishment you think you would achieve this year, but on the second thought, maybe next year I will achieve it. Natalie.
Well, traveling has been one of the top of my bucket list, but I've never actually ticked it in the past 5 years. Going to Rome, Italy, and Greece have been like one of the top bucket lists. And if we like looking at it financially, I think I should be able to manage the costs, but I haven't really been able to, I would say, gather the courage to just travel by myself there. One of my best friends said that if you go to Europe by yourself, it will be so sad. You should go with your loved ones or like your friends and you should enjoy it together. So I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't go by myself. I should go with someone and I would enjoy it even more. So I kept waiting for the next season, the next opportunity, the next holiday. And in 5 years, I didn't do anything. So what achievement that I want to do? I just want to tick one of my bucket lists, which is traveling to Europe and Greece and Italy in particular next year. So let's see if I can fill that or if I delayed for one or other reasons. By the way, Pit, we can travel together, right? Yeah. If you haven't traveled with Pipit, she's a planner, and I'm the follower. I'm the chill one, and she's the thinker. So we're a good mate. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to travel together with you next year, Pit. Bye.
Bye. And can you please make sure I don't know who gave you this advice, because I'm afraid I'm gonna slap the person in the face. Totally a dumb advice, just like what Ben said. Tonight I'm gonna fly to Europe for 3 weeks all by myself, and there's not even an ounce of sadness in me. So it wasn't a good advice.
I can sense the hostility. Chill.
Yes, because of that person. But anyway, okay. I had a passport for 8 years waiting for friends. Sad Ben. Sad Ben. Okay. No, basically travel. Don't worry. Solo, in groups, with strangers, whatever. Do your thing, girl. Okay. And then Natalie and I will plan. We plan to go to Hokkaido next year, but we don't know when. Hopefully, it will come true. Okay. Yes. All right. So that was it, the table topic session. And then I hope everyone enjoyed it, right? And Nancy already shared the time in the chat box, so everyone is eligible. Thank you so much for participating. I'll give the control back to Rendra.
Thank you, table topic master. Yeah, you rock. And also you bring some jokes here and there. There was funny, Pipit. I'm happy you are still alive and stay strong. Stay survive there, lady. And you know what? Joyce, right? Joyce, your name? Joyce, I am maybe the eldest members in this club. And you can see how I perform as the oldest man here in the club. Yeah. Now, so I'm also a vice president of membership. If I'm not mistaken, my job is to help you to be this member of the Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. So I'm more than happy to help. You just contact me with my phone numbers because I'm there in a phone numbers and my email is always there. My Instagram also there available. So Joyce, you can bring you yourself and your friends. We are going into the next session, which is evaluation session. Before that, I would like to ensure all of you on the right spot of your camera because I'm about taking our photos all together. Okay? Alvins, are you still alive there, bro? Yeah. His name is Alvin Alive. So he's there. Alvin Alive. Okay, cool. I will taking a photo. Wait a minute. I need to turn on the applications to help me doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, please, whatever your face that you think it is describing your moods today, whatever, I'll be happy to see it. Ups and downs. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. So I see your moods tonight. Okay. Wait, I need to post it somewhere first before another photo sessions. Wait. Okay, now second post. I don't know how to say that, but imagine yourself to take photo session in the next 5 years. What what your voice will be speaking about your condition in next 5 years? Whatever. Okay, now 3, 2, and 1. Ah, you are still happy next 5 years. That's amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to post this somewhere first and then I will continue the session. Wait. Okay, clear. So I already subscribed Apri. I would like to encourage everyone to click Apri. I met Apri in Malang. I will go to Malang this 27 December, Apri, if I may see you there in Malang City. And I will go to Surabaya as well, but maybe 28. I hope to see everyone that stay and living there, Malang and Surabaya. I will speak about, not speak actually, to tell you something that I already said to the Bhinneka about the changing standards. If we are looking back to the past and moving forwards, do you realize that you have changed several standards of your life? My case, I always change my smartphones every years. And I always have two at least smartphones in my pocket every day. So I now have three. So in engineering standard, it is called hot swappable redundant functions. So once it is unfunctions by whatever reasons, I still have ones. And if I've lost two, I still have another one. So I have three, I'll buy another one. I'm just kidding. And I just say that we never think it when I was in young. You never thought it when you were in elementary school or senior high school. But somehow, if you're walking somewhere in a remote area and it is far away from the electricity outlet and far away from somebody selling phones, it is good to have two. So if one lost or broken or malfunctions, you will survive with another. Now, the second is the I will never promise. When we were young, we tend to say, and I'll never take. Well, there's some goods here, but I don't know. I was saying I will never trying drugs, and for now, I never try. Heroin, cocaine, and so on and so forth. But somebody maybe try it and see its good things. Well, it's up to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. But me myself never did it. And I'll never drive a car with speeds more than 200 kilometers an hour. I don't know how to convert to miles an hour, but I did actually. I broke my promise on this one. And this particular scenario, I broke it because when you are driving a car in a highway and the highway is so good and you are like all alone and you have your car ready to try, I did it many times. And the maximum speed that I'm done is 220 kilometers an hour on a highway. I never promised myself. See? And introspections is somehow make us spiral overthinking. For some people that have a spiral overthinking, it's not help you. It may be ruin your day. So somehow introspection is just light, small, and easy way. It's better. whichever make you stressor, harder, angrier or crazier, just laugh this. Just didn't do that. Just do not do it. Now the last session is general evaluation sessions. For doing this, I would like to invite Ben. Ben is one of the most famous members in this club. Of course, he's the president of this club and twice of being a president. And I already met him personally in Bali, and to be honest, he is one of the most funniest guy on earth. Well, so that's why I said earlier in this meeting, he's supposed to be an actor there in Hollywood, but he chose to be a teacher in Bali, a small island in the universe. So Ben, go ahead with your session, bro.
All right.
GE session.
Again, Natalie wasn't wrong about having a wingman. It might take a while to get to the point, but you did. Which you'll hear my general evaluation. Anyways, thank you, Rendra. You're always super enthusiastic, which helps. Okay, so we are here at the evaluation session. We're probably not going to finish this meeting at 8:30. Definitely not. So sad. But anyways, go a little quicker. We had a great speech from Alicia Curtis about pathways, which it's really informative. And I want to know what she could do to be better. That's what evaluations are for. Let's go to Natalie with her evaluation on Alicia's speech.
Toastmaster Alicia Curtis, I felt like instead of a motivational strategy reflection speech, it was let's go to Pizza Hut kind of speech. Wow, that was new, but I totally enjoy it. And in regards with your project, you tick all the boxes. So congratulations on completing the project and congratulations on completing the path. There are 3 things that I enjoy from your speech. The first one is the chronological order. I noticed that you use chronological order while telling the story from level 1, what you learn, what is the reflection, up to level 5. This helps us as the audience to digest it better, and we can coherently understand the whole flow. The second thing is the humorous twist. Wow. This was the first speech that tried to convince me to enjoy Pizza Hut. No. Jokes aside, I enjoy your sarcasm when you're saying, try to complete 5 speeches in one day. Yes. We're going to try it. And also the Pizza Hut scene, I was laughing so much during that explanation because I could vividly imagine you in that moment. The third thing that I love is your enthusiasm and energy. Your energy was infused through the speech from beginning until the end, and it made me, as your audience, want to hear more and looking forward to your story. Now, how do we make this speech even more engaging? I believe I can only offer 2 minor suggestions. This is minor suggestion. The first one is in regards with your pacing and breathing. I noticed in some parts that you seem like short of breath or gasping for air a little bit. I think it might be due to the fast pacing of the speech. And my suggestion is to add strategic pauses that allows you to breathe and allows you to be able to project the vocal variety without a hitch. And I believe your audience will also benefit from that because they also will get some relief in understanding or like digesting what you're sharing. The second thing that I would like to suggest is introspective message. I love the message. You mentioned something about it's about enjoying the journey, learning, and discoveries. It was excellent, and it came right at the end. My suggestion is for it to be up a little bit, and then you will have more opportunities to elaborate and relate it back to the audience because all of us, we all on different paths and we're on different journeys. So when we're able to do some introspection, that will help us to relate to your story even more. Having said that, what can I say except well done, and let's go to Pizza Hut.
All right. Yes. In America, they don't have the in-house Pizza Hut buffets anymore. We used to have them when we were little kids. We'd go to school and we'd have these summer reading programs where you get these little stickers and buttons, and then if you filled them all up, you get a personal pan pizza when you're a
Was it
little kid.
Phuket?
And Kurt,
Bukit?
probably.
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
Bukit.
I'm 38 years old. That was like when I was 6. Either way, that's all I remember. We don't have any of those anymore because pizza is delivered to your house in less than 30 minutes, and there's no room for a sit-down pizza joint. America's already big enough. Great job, Natalie, and great job, Alicia. Let's go to our counter. Joyce, 15-day baby in Toastmasters, already an counter. Amazing. Let's go. Got to unmute, Joyce.
Hello. Yeah, this is the counter report I learned from the day, the simple format I can do. So everyone is doing an excellent presentation. I have to find and check whether you're having or So everyone is presented very well, and then I hardly think, but I still can manage because I think when you excited, then the words come out suddenly. So this is the thing. And then there is some repetitions and so it's quite often. And then for the words of the day, I think this one I go through one by one. Benjamin is having two. So totally is having 4, and then he repeat for the words of the day also 4 times. Renda, number 2, perfect. And then I never. You only repeat on this. And then for the words of the day, 2 times. And then Nancy, I think because of you are nervous, so you're having 4 on these filter words. So we can improve on that. Then Natalie, actually this one is very perfect until end for the evaluation and become only once. And then he also mentioned on the word of the day twice. Alicia, 1 only. And then mention on the word of the day 1. Alvin, nothing, fine. Then our DTM, at the end, when you are thinking some of that, then you repeat 2. And then you also quite similar, often using so. So that is my report. I think everyone in this club is happy learning. When you happy, you learn a lot, then you will enjoy this learning process. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Awesome job, Joyce. Pretty great. You know, in the sense of only being a Toastmaster for not a long time, those, let's see, seasoned Toastmasters have definitely led you into the right direction. Seasoned is a good word. A good synonym besides the word saying old. All right. And our awesome timer is already put all the times in. So if we could put our ballot counter, that's ready, we can vote real quick for table topics, and I'll get to my grammarian and GE. I'll mix them together. And I'm voting for myself. Just throwing that out there.
Yes, you can vote for yourself. It's very legal.
I'm just letting you know that I'm going to get at least 1 vote.
Okay, Ben. And how about Rendra?
He said he's voting for me also.
What to do? I just sent to Natalie.
Yes.
Yes, just send private message. Thank you. You can continue, Ben.
All right. So grammarian report. A lot of typical mistakes when it comes to pluralization and past tense. Here are some examples. Right. So this is a plural one where Rendra talks about his child being a teenager. He said he's a teenager's. Right. You just want to say my son is a teenager. No S at the end. And it's the same thing with Toastmasters, right? We say Toastmasters Club, right? But again, when you're referring to individuals in Toastmasters, we are a Toastmaster, right? It's just singular. You wouldn't call us, hey, I'm a Toastmasters. It's not right. And then you also mentioned, Rendra, when you're talking about first session, third session, first, second, and third session, kept on saying sessions. So first sessions, second sessions. Again, it's singular, not plural. You could say there are 3 sessions. That's the plural, and then session, session, session. All right. One thing I do want to mention, Rendra said, was he used the phrase rose-colored glasses. You can say rose-tinted glasses. For those of you that don't know, that is like an idiom or a metaphor for everything kind of being really optimistic, really good. So it's a really good phrase. However, you used it not in the right context. When you mentioned when you look back at everything, right, and you're looking in the rose-colored glasses, you kind of mix these a little bit where looking back at everything is a positive thing where it seems easy. And that's right. So that's a really good advice. When we look back at all the stuff that we did, it seems a little easier. But usually when you say you're looking in the world through rose-colored glasses, you're looking through them as optimistic. Things are optimistic, which typically means that you haven't done them yet, right? You're optimistic about the future in a sense. So it's kind of mixed a little bit. Natalie had a really interesting phrase. I kind of mentioned it already. I love your energy. I talk about wingman, right? So wingman, if you guys don't know, typically the context of wingman is somebody that will go to the club with you and they'll help you pick up a girl, or vice versa, right? You could interchange it, right? The world of mankind. So for me, when I was single and my friends were single, or at least they were single that night, no judgment there, I had the championship wingman belt, which means I helped play Cupid for them, which is great. And also, another thing was talk about graduates, fresh graduates, right? When they get a job, fresh graduates or fresh graduate, right? So another good phrase, again, Alicia, I believe, used this. It's not the destination, it's the journey, right? Something we've heard a lot, but it's still good advice. And it really typically means that we are like, when we get to where we're at, a lot of times it's not how it exactly felt, but we look back at like the kind of what we had to do to get there, and that was actually the best part when we look back. Okay. Oh yeah, the word so that goes in nostalgia, right? It's a tough word to pronounce even for myself, but nostalgia is the word we want to use. All right. So Apri, what I did in 2024, we talk about the word. This is something in English where you just have to know it, right? Even native English speakers don't know it. Really, there's rules. So a year or a month, we are in a year or a month. Like it's like, oh, what month is it in? What year is it in? Now on a day, right? Oh, it's like we would say it's on Monday, it's on Tuesday, it's on the 5th of Monday, whatever it is. So you got to mention. You said we talk about a lot of this happens a lot in Indonesia. Oh, on February. No, we're in February. Well, actually, we're in December, but in your story, right? In the month, in a year, on a day. All right. You want to say this is for Nancy? You talk about I applied for a scholarship, right? You said I applied myself for a scholarship. You want to say I applied for a scholarship? Would be better because the word I, you don't have to say I and myself in the same sentence. It's already implied with I, right? In a phrase that was good was the universe wants you to get the best or something like that. I think I don't remember who said that, but either way, it's something pretty good. Also, all right, that's pretty much my grammarian report. So it's typical things, right? It's you really got to work on like past tense and plurals and singulars and adding articles in your sentences. And as a grammarian, I could tell you a million times and use a million examples, but I'd rather just give you the advice on how to do it, right? Here's the secret, and it's going to shock you. Practice. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is go, I don't care if you use ChatGPT or not, just go to ChatGPT, type ChatGPT, I need a paragraph of perfect sentence, perfect English, and whatever kind of past tense, future tense, whatever you want. Just tell ChatGPT to write you a paragraph, and then practice reading it, right? And then go write your own, and then record yourself saying the words in the right way. That's the only way to get better. Is repetition. Practice the right way. So that's really it. All right. So, Grammarian, good job. Yeah. Okay. Back to you, GE. Boop. Hi. There I am again. All right. So, again, we have a small group, and again, it's people from all over Indonesia and Malaysia now, and we have someone in Australia. Right. So the idea of Bhinneka is to be able to bring people together, no matter how small the group is or how big the group is, and we constantly do that day in and day out. And I believe it's like if you look at this small group, 4 of the members here have been the original members of Bhinneka for 4 years, right? Natalie, me, Rendra, and Pippin. 3 of us were 3 of the 4 who started the club. So being able to have people in a club that is consistent and we show up and we put in the work, right? Because a lot of times a club gets created and the people who start it leave, and then there is no accountability anymore and lack of caring, right? It's our baby. We made this during the pandemic. We're here for a reason, right? So they're gonna have ups and downs. People will come, people will go. But having the same people show up time in and time again. Alicia's been here with us almost from day one, and same thing with Apri as well. Apri's been here, and again, having Nancy as a new member, that's what we need to have. A mix of the old, a mix of the new. And Joyce, just for your information, we don't have anybody in this club that's 70 or 80, right? We don't take ourselves too seriously. And I know not just Malaysia, but you go to like Saudi Arabia, those clubs over there, you go to some clubs in India as well, and some other clubs in the US. They take themselves way too seriously, and it should not be that way. I have not been to many clubs in Australia, but I assume that same way. Right. And all right. So to a couple things. Your job is to get to point A, point B, point C smoothly. And you're supposed to add the flavor, which you do, which no one here is going to argue against it. But you got to understand the audience. We're online. If you talk and ramble too much about a random story, it's going to lose all meaning, and we're going to get bored and lost. You don't want to lose your audience, right? You are a Tom, the facilitator to people who are actually presenting. Your job is to get to the speaker, get to the table topic, and then get to the evaluator. It's not about you. Your job as a facilitator as a Tom, right? You input little things in there to keep us going, keep the morale boosting, right? You build it up, but you can't tell your whole entire biography in a meeting. And again, you guys that are new, Rendra, I've known him now 4 years. In most Toastmasters meetings, a GE will not be this harsh to someone because it's all about positivity. But I am being real. Today, I was more lost in an hour and a half than I was in 5 hours of TLI today. So I like Rendra's enthusiasm. He always talks with a smile. That is One thing, if you want to learn from anything from him, learn that. Be energetic, get your audience going. 2, do not laugh at your own jokes before you even start talking. Again, as a presenter trying to be funny, don't tell us you're trying to be funny. Just be funny, right? Be as serious and deliver it the way you can with your energy. It'll make sense. But if you start laughing before, then we're like, are you crazy? Are you okay? What's wrong with you? And then the context is gone because now the pressure is, it's so funny that you're laughing first, but now you're building it up. So again, we're the audience. Let us laugh at your joke. You got to deliver it with some, like, Natalie knows how to do that. She's good at comedy. All right. So Rendra, again, great job bringing the energy. Just get to point A to point B a little faster. So I would suggest practicing your little anecdotes. And an anecdote is not a biography. Tiny story. Right. But other than that, great energy. All right. Our timer, Nancy, confidently. Again, Nancy told me earlier about her confidence, and even in her table topic, talk about her confidence today. You did it confidently. Great job. There are no little roles, just little actors, right? And you take your small role and you make it big. And you did that today. Good job on timing. Well done. All right. Our counter, what can I say? The best line of the day, right? And this goes back to the grammarian, but I'm a 15-day baby. That made us laugh because we're like, what? Most people that have been in Toastmasters for 15 days don't take any roles. They have no confidence, let alone just freely express yourself to a bunch of strangers, which is great. Because the fact that there's several of us that have been in Toastmasters a long time, and we were able to relate with what you said, Joyce, really effectively in your table topic. So then, even in your introduction for your role by saying, 15-day baby, it kind of gave us an insight, a preview of who you are, and you did a great job. And we would love to have you as a member of this club so you could be more free and talk about exactly what you want. All right, our table topic person, Pippet, another solid bunch of questions to really test the theory out. Great job. Pippet's fantastic. All right, our evaluator, ballot counter, SAA, VPE, Natalie, great job as always. Tackling a lot of roles, getting people to come in. And on top of that, she was the MC of this. Who the heck is this? Jesus Christ. Perfect timing. All right. Yaslin, welcome. All right. And then our guest, our area director. I know this will be for like the president's speech. I'll save it for later. Anyways, great job on the roles all together. And the idea to keep on showing up to these meetings all the time is really to be consistent. And we have consistency here, right? We do, even though sometimes it's a smaller group. We have a lot of hardware, metals, a lot of DTMs, right? We have everything a Toastmasters Club needs. We just don't have a lot of people sometimes. All right, enough said. I'm going to give it back to our precise short Tom, so then they can give it to the ballot counter to tell us who won table topics. He's going to be precise and on time. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Thanks a lot. Ladies and ladies and ladies and gentlemen, yes. What I'm looking at now. Is somebody sharing screen?
Someone's not paying attention.
That's the certificate.
That's the awards.
The award.
Okay, now we are going to the award session now, I think. Right?
You can
So
announce-
because we only have one speaker,
Yes, you can
we
announce
only
it,
have
friend.
one speaker. The champion of tonight for the speaker is Alicia Cordes. Yeah. Wait. Alicia, I would like to take a photos of you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Pin yourself now.
You can
Wait.
pin me.
I did an apps to help me. Yes. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Wait, I need to post it somewhere first. Okay, we can go for the next champion.
Yes, the next will be best evaluator first, Ren, because it's
Yeah, we only have one evaluator for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Natalie Chayadi. So I pin you, Nat. Okay, now 3, 2, and 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, you have a beautiful smile.
thank you. All the things that you can see is my braces.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I am saying that. It's a fact.
Okay, now go ahead for the next.
Yes, the last one is best table topic. And let me say this, everyone got at least one vote except the winner who got 2 votes. So I'm pretty sure everyone voted for themselves. So congratulations, Apri!
Yeah, Apri the man. Okay, wait, Apri, I have to pin you. So, Apri, based on your weight, I need to add. Based on my observation, you are an artist and you are freelance. I mean, you are not employee. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Try to keep your hair long, Apri. Just I'm curious to see it.
Thank you.
Wait, I have to paste Apri photo somewhere, right? Wait. I think I'm doing Apri taking photos already. Okay, Nat, I think it's done. Wait, remove. Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters. Pipit, are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah, okay. One last times before I give the controls to our honorable presidents, Ben. The last things about introspection that make you stress out if you debate with your imaginary self. So I'm thinking about Pit is a lecturer or a coach of debates team. I imagine if Pipit somehow introspective in all the things that she has with the debate style with herself 24 hours in a day, how stressful that will be. So Pipit keep avoid that because somehow that introspections can be good, but in a difficult times in difficult ways. Now, I think that's all before Ben kills me. Yeah, Ben have potentials to be a serial killer. No, I'm just kidding, bro.
Oh, God.
I give a counter now to you, Ben. President time is yours.
Okay. Mute that guy. All right. Brought Pippin back for what? I don't know. Anyways, this debate has everything to do with this meeting. Good job. All right. Again, I like Rendra. He's funny and he amuses me. And that's what he does. He's very good and he smiles a lot, which I don't smile a lot. I want to first, Alicia and we want to kind of share, not we, but what she was talking about is this buttons here. These are what we had in the US. These
Oh my
book it
God,
buttons.
yes, we had those too.
From
And
the-
we had, yep.
From the early 90s, this was encouraging people to read, American kids to read, but also eat pizza. So, read and eat pizza. Bribery. It was great. Okay, so I want to get into this. First, Alvin, Simon, Theodore. How'd you enjoy the meeting today, buddy? Not there. Apri, okay, wait. Apri, how did you enjoy the meeting? Area director, give us a little bit. When is your club meeting? Tell us.
Okay, so yeah, so far I like the Bhinneka meeting because the energy, I like that, and yeah, I think that's all what I can say. Regarding our next meeting will be on Thursday night, next at 7 p.m. So if you are free, feel free to come to Malang Toastmaster Club meeting on Thursday
All
night.
right. Fantastic. Joyce, please tell us when your amazingly fun meeting in Kuching Toastmasters will be, so we can definitely show up. Not there? All right.
She's on mute.
Alicia, share us one of your clubs or 7 of your clubs that you're.
Okay, well, you can come tomorrow at 2:30. It's 12:30 to 1:30 online. Advanced hashtag ardent speakers. I'll put the details to Natalie, and she can forward them on to everyone. So 12:30 to 1:30 Malaysian time. Malaysian Standard Time. It's an advanced club. I am the Toastmaster of the day, and you can enjoy a whole hour of me talking about pizza.
Pizza! All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
I've not had a really good piece of pizza since going back home to the US. And, it stinks.
Why roasting
Indonesia
Indonesia all of a sudden?
don't have good pizza here. Sorry. Anyways, we had like one bucket list, right? So again, we have this, New Year's coming up. People have New Year's resolutions. I don't. But Natalie's bucket list of going to Europe, those two are the next 2 countries I will be going to, but I don't have a date yet. Because I have to spend money and go back to America to get my son his social security number. Boo, right? Stinks. So I got to spend money on that. But yes, so Natalie, you have to go to Europe, especially Italy and Greece, because those are the 2 countries that are on my actual list of on top of the next countries in Europe that I go to. I don't know when I'll go. So anyways, the idea is set a goal and do it. Don't wait 8 years waiting for people to do stuff they may never do. Right? Just go make new friends. Right? That's what Toastmasters is. Most of us didn't know anybody in Toastmasters when we first joined, and we did it on our own, a lot of us. And we made friends in a community. Take a leap of faith in yourself sometimes. And with that, I have no more thoughts and questions. Thank you all for coming, and have a great week. See you guys next time. Bye.
Guys, next
Meeting's adjourned.
year.
Bye everyone.
next-
See you next year. Bye.
Next year. Bye-bye.
Here's my meeting for tomorrow, guys. If you want to join
Yes,
for
yes.
tomorrow, here it is.
Post.